Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm here today to do a complete guide to get you ready for Halloween Horror Nights 28, which starts, guess what, in like a week, next Thursday. So we're almost a week out from Halloween Horror Nights 28. I'm so excited. It's going to be in Orlando per the usual, and I'm really pumped up about this year. There's also one going on in Hollywood, but we're not covering that today. We are strictly doing Orlando. Sorry Hollywood people, but there's another video coming your way for that. But today we're strictly focusing on Orlando. I think it's going to be a really great event. I'm super excited for it. I know that you're excited for it. Thanks so much for commenting, giving me questions, everything throughout the last couple of weeks. I'm so excited that you guys are back and watching, and I'm hoping that you've been enjoying these videos. But today I'm just going to do a quick little guide about how to prepare you, especially if you're going next week to Halloween Horror Nights 28. Okay, so first things first, you're going to want to have your tickets. And this is probably the most important thing of all. Like we discussed in a previous video, yes, this is a separate ticket event. So that means that you need to go on the website to decide which ticket that you want. And that's going to depend on a variety of factors, whether you want to go on one night, 10 nights, how many other nights you want to go. If you want to go every night, click on the website and go down the listings to see which ticket option is best for you. Of course, there's also add-ons, and that includes the RIP tour, which we will be doing in October, which is very on the pricey side. But is it worth it? Yes, very much so. So definitely look into the RIP tour if you're looking to maybe splurge a little bit, or if you have a birthday celebration like me, and you and your friends want to take a little trip to the haunted houses and not have to wait in any of the lines. RIP tour, private RIP tour, that means I think there's a group of up to 8 to 10 people. So just all of that you need to look into. Get your ticket. It's time to decide if you're going to stay inside the park or outside. And there are plenty of great options outside, but I would recommend, if it were me, to stay inside the park, just because, as I've said on previous video, there's so many options now that Universal has offered. You have the Aventura, Cabana Bay, which are going to be your budget hotels, Lowe's Royal Pacific, and Lowe's Sapphire Falls are going to be your moderates, and then your not exclusive, but your higher priced hotels are going to be Hard Rock and the Portofino Bay Hotel, which both very stunning, but actually all of them are beautiful, so you can't really go wrong. And just remember, when you stay on property, it kind of gives you easier access to get there, and that way you won't be late. Wow, that sunlight is really coming in the back of me. So still summer in the south here, even though it's Labor Day. So thanks for bearing with me on that. But yeah, so anytime that you're going to be staying in the park, it puts you closer to the action. You get to even get in a little bit earlier, because you'll get to use a separate security line. So remember to watch out for those, because that can be a real time saver too, instead of having to wait in the very long line that is going to be getting into the park, especially this year with so many houses and so many exciting things that I'm sure people want to see. In fact, you can see my little t-shirt with Creature from the Black Lagoon. See, already getting ready about what to wear to Horror Nights, which I have no idea. What are you guys wearing? You guys can sound off in the comments and let me know what you're wearing to Horror Nights. But yeah, so it's coming up very soon, and if you don't have your hotel reservation, especially for next week, you might want to get on that, because as we made ours, I noticed that they were running very low, and that was last week, and you might want to jump on that while you have the chance. That you need to remember is that if you are an annual pass holder, two important things. One, on select nights, there are going to be ways for you to get in for free. You get one free admission to Halloween Horror Nights per year, but it's only on selected dates. I know opening weekend, there are definitely some dates that are on that, because I'm going to be using mine during that time. So definitely check into that. Also, last week, sign-ups went in. It's on a first-come, first-served basis for you to actually sign up to enter Halloween Horror Nights at 5:30 if you are an annual pass holder. And you can either sign up for yourself, or you may bring a guest, and I'm assuming that means that they do not have a pass, so that means that your friend who doesn't have a pass can get in the same time that you do. So be sure to have your ticket, sure that you're getting your free ticket for the event just by checking on the website, and your annual pass holder information. I'm sure you've been getting emails, as well as they send out mail about it, so I'm sure you'll be able to find the information somewhere, but as always, check the website. So be sure to look out for your free ticket, as well as the sign-ups, and it is done on first come first served basis. So if there's still slots available, then I would definitely jump in on that, because you definitely want to be able to get into the park ahead of time. Who wouldn't want to be? And by being able to enter ahead of time, I believe you get to enter, as I said, 5:30. So you'll actually be able to do maybe 2 or 3 houses before the whole park is opened up to everyone. And that's a huge help, because I know last year when we went, we were able to do 3 houses. Yeah, we did 3 houses before everyone completely eclipsed inside the park and the wait times shot up. So definitely sign up for that. So be checking your emails, check online, and if there's spots still available, it's only on select nights as well. I believe there are 4 dates that you can choose from, and next weekend is definitely part of it. So get on that if you want to enter in early if you are an annual pass holder, and you can bring your friend along too. If you're already going to be inside the park, and whether you're an annual pass holder or if you bought a pass for that day to enjoy the rides and all of that, then there are going to be stay and scream areas, which there's separate holding areas. And I think there's 2 or 3 holding areas. And like I said, once you're inside and you're verified and everything, Hello Kitty, that's a big holding area. That's the one I keep seeing mentioned and brought up several times. So Hello Kitty is actually going to be right when you walk into the park. You're going to turn to the right. Yeah, to the right. Past where the old Terminator ride used to be. And across the street from it is the Hello Kitty shop, where you'll be able to see a big giant Hello Kitty in the front, so you cannot miss it. But I've heard that's going to be a big holding area. So keep a lookout for Hello Kitty, and you'll probably see a bunch of Universal employees corralling people in. Also, pass holders, a lot of the time, they will corral you into the Springfield area, so you can hang out and chill at Moe's or the brewery area in that section. Just grab a drink and chill out, chat with your friends, or make some new friends with some fellow Halloween Horror Nights fans out there and pass holders before you get to experience the houses before everyone else does, because you're an annual pass holder and you got in early. How cool is that? Yeah, so remember, look for Stay and Scream, and be sure, if you haven't already, to check in on those, the email to see the sign-ups, to make sure if you're a pass holder to sign up so you can get into the park a little bit early so you can start enjoying Halloween Horror Nights right away. Okay, next up, I want to talk about all the houses and scare zones. Since I did a video a few weeks back that was about what we know so far, well, now we know everything since the event's next week. So I'm just going to go over what all the houses and scare zones are. Again, I have my trusty phone with my Jaws phone case, which I get so many compliments on this phone case, including some of you, and you can find it at Universal Studios. So if you get bored walking around Horror Nights before it starts, you can purchase yourself a Jaws phone case as well. But we're not here to talk about phone cases. We're here to talk about the haunted houses at Halloween Horror Nights 28. So let's get started. First off, the house that everyone seems to be talking about, that's going to have such a long line. I've heard there's rumors about 5 to 6 hour waits. I don't know about that. If that's really going to happen, but we shall see, because I know the show is very popular. But that, of course, is Netflix's Stranger Things. And the official caption reads, Halloween Horror Night takes you deep inside the haunting world of Netflix's Stranger Things. The Demogorgon is hunting in our world now. Terrifying. Also terrifying, Halloween 4, the return of Michael Myers. Evil has returned in an all-new house. This masked maniac is unstoppable, and there's nowhere to hide. Very scary. Halloween 4, I'm actually really looking forward to that maze too. I'm a big Halloween fan. Very excited for the Blumhouse one coming out in like a month. It's crazy. Already coming out. So definitely Halloween 4, Return of Michael Myers. Definitely on my list. Poltergeist. Restless spirits have overrun the infamous house atop a cemetery and will lure you into a place between life and death. Don't get lost in the light. They're here. So yeah, that's another one. I love Poltergeist. I'm actually looking forward to every house this year. Next one, which you guys know that I'm super pumped up about this one. Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat. This terrifying maze is breaking all the rules of our Halloween tradition. And I cannot wait to see little Sam running around the maze, because he is cute but also very terrifying. I love that movie, which if you haven't seen it yet and you need to prepare for Horror Nights, you need to go look at a copy of Trick or Treat or find it on TV. I don't know if it's streaming on Netflix or whatever, but go find it and watch it. You will love this movie, especially if you're a horror fan. So check that out before you go. But next up, something else that you can check out. The Horrors of Blumhouse, Chapter 2. The haunted minds behind Happy Death Day and The First Purge have spawned another horror house. Will you live to see tomorrow? I think we will, because we'll probably want to do that house over and over again. if you're like me and a big fan of Happy Death Day and the Purge series. So really excited about that one as well. Carnival Graveyard, rust in pieces. The caramel-coated carnivals of yesteryear have died, but something sinister has festered, waiting to torment those who trespass upon their salvage yard. Salvage yard. You get that right. Salvage, not savage yard. Salvage yard. So Carnival Graveyard, rust in pieces. Do y'all think that there's going to be a Jack cameo? I mean, it's a carnival. I have a feeling that he's going to have a cameo in it. If you don't know who Jack the Clown is, then do a little Horror Nights research. And if you've been a fan for a long time, you know who he is. Maybe a chance to make a little appearance too. I'm not sure, but we'll find out next week. Along with Dead Exposure, Patient Zero. Fear will infect you, plunging you into darkness against a plague of swarming, fast-moving zombies. So think like World War Z, where Brad Pitt is wearing a scarf the entire time, which I always thought was very interesting. But even more interesting is probably going to be Dead Exposure Patient Zero, which I told you guys about the social media campaign that they kind of launched with this whole house announcement. And it was done through a series of letters, I believe it was between two sisters, and it showed how the outbreak started. And I just thought that was a really clever way to kind of get people really excited about the maze, because I know zombies have been done a lot. I remember the whole Walking Dead thing from a few years back, so I know I got a little played out, but I think Dead Exposure is going to be a good one. Along with Scary Tales, Deadly Ever After. The Wicked Witch of the West has cursed the land of the fairies, twisting beloved stories beyond recognition. There are no fairy tale endings here. So no, this is no Disney. This is going to be very spooky, very scary. Sorry, there's a gnat in my way. So very scary. And I wonder if there's going to be a few little Disney references that might be giving a little jab to them. I'm not sure. Sometimes they do things like that. So I'm really excited for that house. Seeds of Extinction. Humanity is extinct, wiped out by a cataclysmic meteor. In its wake, something monstrous has taken root. Slaughter Cinema. It's showtime at the local drive-in, where you don't just catch a movie. The movie catches you. When the credits roll, heads roll. That's a good tie-in right there. This is clever marketing. I like that. So I'm excited. I love B movies. So I feel like they're going to be doing a lot of copying of some B movies. But that one looks like it's going to be pretty cool. Especially tying in with the whole 80s theme that they have going on, which I think is good too. So that brings us to our 10 houses. Yes, 10. That's the most that they've ever had this year. So there's more houses than ever before. I know a lot of people are sad about Bill and Ted being gone, and there's only one show, but it's going to be Academy of Villains Cyberpunk, which you can even look at that graphic. Look how cool that looks. Yeah, I think that's going to be amazing, which I love dance troupes and things like that. So, equally exciting are the scare zones, which we're going to get into right now. See? Scare zones. And that first one, as you can see, Revenge of Chucky. Chucky, the world's deadliest doll, has brought a toy fair to a gruesome life on the streets of Hollywood, twisting childhood toys into nightmares. You'll be dying to play. I love Chucky. I wonder if Tiffany's going to be out there. I'm not sure. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm really excited about that. As well as Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I'm probably the most excited about this one. I am obsessed with Killer Clowns. I love that movie. An interstellar circus tent has landed at the streets of Universal Studios, Florida. At this circus of fear, the joke's always on you. The Harvest. An old barn holds horrors from each house. Foul creatures lurk between the hell base, ready for a harvest of blood and screams. Well, there's going to be a lot of pumpkins. That's going to be kind of cool. Twisted Tradition. An ancient evil has been awakened and transformed Halloween into an abomination. Also seems like a lot of pumpkins, but I mean, it's Halloween. Guess you can't get enough pumpkins. And the one I'm also probably high on my list, maybe number one, Vamp 85 New Year's Eve. As the ball drops in New York City, this New Year's bash is about to bite. Literally. So, Vamp 85, it's gonna be pretty cool. So that's a spin-off of Vamp 55, which they did 2 years ago, which was a homecoming theme that was set in the 50s that had vampires, and it was really cool. So that's just a little guide that I've put together for you. If you have any other questions, please let me know. I will be happy to answer them. I might make one more video before next week just to recap everything that we've learned so far. But right now, this is your complete guide. Get ready for it. It's coming up so soon. So get your tickets, look into everything, come back here, like, subscribe, comment, so you don't miss anything that's going on Horror Nights. I'm going to be there opening weekend with some friends. Super excited about it. I cannot wait for coming here today, and let's get ready for it. Bye.